Hey, welcome everybody to From the Pastor's Kitchen. I am here once again to share with you two of my greatest passions, my love for Christ and cooking. Hey, today I am making macaroni and cheese. It is a favorite of the house. I don't eat a lot of pasta, but I decided to do something a little different. Someone said to me, I was having a conversation with them about mac and cheese. They said, well, my mother used to cook it in a Dutch oven. I said, what a fantastic idea to cook this macaroni and cheese in a Dutch oven. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I have 5 cheeses, so this will be a 5 cheese macaroni and cheese. I have cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack, mozzarella, Romano, and Parmesan cheese. Almost forgot my cheeses. I got 5 cheeses in there. And so I've already cooked the macaroni. I want you to know the noodles. I've already cooked them. And I've cooked them enough, and then I've also taken a stick of butter and put down in here so that the butter would saturate around the noodles. I have not seasoned my noodles yet, and I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. I'm going to season the noodles before I actually put them down in this Dutch oven. So I've got my noodles here, I got some butter, my seasonings, my milk and eggs, and my cheeses, and I'm just going to layer this down inside the Dutch oven. Rosie, make sure you capture this down in the Dutch oven that I'm getting. Actually going down in the Dutch oven, how I'm layering it. Do you have that? Mm-hmm. So I'm capturing it. So I am going to season this first, always with my adobo. Stir it around. So you got to season your noodles up first before you do anything. Okay? Season them really well. And so I won't have to come back and try to think about how I'm going to season my food. I'm going to season it before I actually put it down into the Dutch oven. Now you can use white pepper. A lot of people do use white pepper, but I use black pepper, so it doesn't really matter for me. The cheese is what's going to enhance everything in this dish. I don't need to put any more pepper inside this dish. I can see it very well. I like to be able to see it. You put too much white pepper in here, it's stronger than black pepper, so you have to be very careful on how you seasoning this with the pepper. Very much so. Definitely do this like so. It is seasoned with the pepper. I'm going to taste it a little bit here. Make sure I got enough there. I don't want it to be too overpowered. Last time I made some macaroni and cheese, I had too much pepper. That's good. Just right. Just enough seasonings in there. And taste it. So I'm just going to keep going through and through with it. Make sure the seasoning is spread around in here very well. Then I'm going to come and I'm going to take this and actually take a layer of this and put it down inside my Dutch oven. Just one layer of noodles down in the bottom of it. Layer of noodles in the bottom of the oven. I'm going to take some butter, cut them in little cubes, and put some butter on top of here as well. Layer this with butter. Put 5 cubes on there. I'm going to take some cheese right here, some Romano cheese, and sprinkle it over here, over the top of this. Just a thin layer of mozzarella. This is mozzarella, pardon me. Mozzarella around on here. Some cheddar in between that. That's the key in layering this with the cheese. To get this through your noodles. A little bit around everything. I don't need a lot on there. Here's my Monterey Jack next. It's a lot of cheese. But I'm going to get the flavor all in this. A little bit of that. Then I'm going to put a little Parmesan on top of here. A little Parmesan. All right. Next, another layer of noodles. A layer of noodles. Some butter, some cubes of butter on top of here. So this can saturate through here. Here we go with the cheese again. I am doing the mozzarella. Liberally over there. A little cheddar on top right here. I don't need a lot of it in here. Make sure you got some on there. Cheddar on there. And here is the Monterey Jack. Top of there. Parmesan on top. And the last, my noodles on top of here. I've got 3 layers of noodles on here. top this off with just a little bit of cheese. And the highlight for this, I'm going to put on the top of this. Notice I didn't use my other cheese until later. I'm going to use that, which would be my Romano. I put it on the top because the Romano, what it does for this is that it browns it on the top of here, which is very key to this. Right there. All on the top there. A little Parmesan across here. Just a little bit of Parmesan on there. Okay. And here we go with my Romano. I'm going to top this off with Romano. Oh, you can smell the difference in the cheese with the Romano on there. All right. Cover it across there. Romano. A little bit more cheddar on top of this Romano. There. A little bit on top right there. There we go. All right. I'm going to take this now and cover this with some milk and eggs. I'm going to take 4 eggs. I have 3 cups of milk to put this in here. And then we're going to pop this in an oven at 350 degrees in the oven. And we're going to let it cook for about 30 to 40 minutes with the top on it. And then I'll come back afterwards, take the top off of it, and let it brown on top of it. I'm going to also put this little bit of butter on the top here. Yes, I am, so it can go down from there. Don't want anything to go to waste. Let me get my whisk to do this. This should take no time. You're cooking the mac and cheese, especially in a Dutch oven. Whip this up right quick if it breaks these yolks up in here. You want to break this up inside of this milk. A lot of times you got to be careful when you're putting eggs in something that's hot too. You want to temper it with some milk a little bit aside, but I don't have to do that because I've done all this in advance for this taping to make sure that I have everything ready. All right, that should do it. I'm going to add this to make sure I have enough liquid in here to almost fill this up. Take it and put it in the center there. Let it go down into this Dutch oven. And this will help break up the cheese and everything in this dish as well too. It really looks good, but I tell you, it is going to be an awesome mac and cheese. I may need a little bit more milk in here because I don't see my milk. I'm going to get 1 more cup of milk and add to this. Now you can use the milk of your choice. Some people use soy. I use 2%. We always drink 2% milk. Still waiting for it to get there. Don't see it quite as of yet. So that my milk would fill this up here at the top. I may need 1 more cup because it's not quite there yet. It's almost there. I need 1 more cup because I want to see the milk around the edges of my Dutch oven here. And I just need just a little bit more, and just so that it will cook down inside of here. There I go. I can see my milk now. I'm going to take this, put this in the oven. Let me get a little bit of paprika and put on top of it too. I'm just thinking this out as I'm going through this. A little bit of paprika. I may have to come back and put some paprika on it. Once I find the paprika, I'm going to put the paprika on top of this as well to brown it a little bit. And let's put this in the oven. Notice with my top on here, I'm putting the top on here. We're going to let this mac and cheese cook for about 30 to 45 minutes until all the cheese melts down within it. And then we're going to come back, remove the top off of it. I'm going to put my oven on roast for about 5 minutes just to brown the top of it. So it'll be a good golden brown on the top of the mac and cheese. Before I leave, and then we're going to come back within the next 30 to 45 minutes after it's melted down to give you the finished product. I want to provide you with my word for today. And my word for today is joy. Nehemiah 8:10 says, "For the joy of the Lord is my strength." When I am perplexed, distressed, possibly just going through the oppression from the world, I stop meditating on those things and start meditating on the goodness of Jesus. I start meditating on Christ, and so I would advise you to do the same thing. to meditate on the goodness of Jesus instead of always concentrating on your problem. The more that you concentrate on your problem, the worse the problem gets. The more that you talk about the problem, the bigger the problem becomes. But when you meditate on the goodness of Jesus, has he done anything for you? Has he been a provider for you? Did he wake you up this morning? My God. You look around you and your family is alive and in good health. We got to meditate on those things instead of letting the world compound those compounded issues seem to absorb my day. I refuse to let that happen. We'll be back shortly. Hey everybody, this mac and cheese is ready to go. As you can see, I've changed for a dinner party. We're going to take this off to a dinner party. Everybody's going to bring something. I'm ready to just wrap it up and to take a good look at it. It's golden brown on the top, and by the time I get to the event, it would have settled and rested. You want the mac and cheese to sit about 10 to 15 minutes as well too before you go right down into it and cut into it. So this gives you my actual finished product, and we can't wait to get into it. I hope that some of my subscribers to get an opportunity to taste this will share with you. 5 cheese macaroni, Romano, mozzarella, Colby Jack, cheddar, and parmesan cheese is what I've added to this. God bless you. I hope you enjoy it.